Introduction. This paper deals with the following problem statement. There are social problems with which the indigenous people are facing. On the other hand, there are also theoretical problems as to how we should deal with conflicts. In terms of the social problem, there are two concerns. First, colonizers and settlers occupy the central domain of the indigenous people. Secondly, there are also inter-ethnic conflicts that take place. In terms of theoretical problem, there is an issue regarding whether the local or traditional customary laws should be applied when there are conflicts in order to reach peace building. So what is to be done? How do we deal with traditional law and governmental laws? This paper has three research questions. One, how do we address the indigenous people conflict? Two, what are the peace building strategies with both intra-ethnic and inter-ethnic conflicts? Three, what is the impact of the traditional practices, conflict resolution, and peace building? And the purpose of this paper corresponds with the three research questions. This paper fills in the gap as there is a possibility of basic and applied research on the interest of these people in Central Philippines. Literature review. This paper looks at the conflict between the indigenous people, the Ita, and the settlers on the one hand, and also the conflict among indigenous peoples, the Ita. And this paper looks at the sets of literature. On the one hand, international norms are applied and become laws of the land in the Philippines. And these are used for conflict resolution. On the other hand, the indigenous people themselves have customary practices which are useful in settling conflict. So there appears to be conflict of laws.
This paper employs qualitative research design using the proposed sample technique of data collection. Specifically, the case centers on specific indigenous peoples, the Itas of the Central Philippines. As an ethnographic study, the data gathering technique was trained within 4 months of limited participant observation from January to April of 2021. Aside from collecting data from the participants, we also rely on secondary sources as public records. Pre and prior consent of the community was respectfully sought and secured along with respect to the guidelines of the National Commission on Indigenous Peoples. As requested by the participants, their names remain to be anonymous in this paper. Next one. Findings. This is one of the photos we uploaded in the YouTube, the Council of Elders of the Itas of Central Philippines. So we give credit to the owner of this video. Next one. The research findings for research question number 1, how do the Itas view conflict? Based on observation, Itas are peace-loving people. They avoid conflict as much as possible. They view conflict as an inevitable part of human life, but at times they avoid conflict because it contributes annoying or contributes hassle to their daily life. The term is hassle. The conflict present are cross-cultural in nature. The intergenerational conflict persists with another indigenous group, which is the Pidman. Land conflict or land disputes with continue as they claim for the answer. Research question number 2, the peace building strategies for enter and conflict. To this day, the Itas still practice having a traditional court of law where the Council of Elders act law is only practiced outside the Philippine law, but this was recognized by the Philippine government. Say, for example, for committing unlawful acts such as theft, the Council of Elders metes out physical punishment such as taking the hand of the person. Punishment of sitting the hand is performed by one of the council of elders, but they make sure he or she is not kin of both conflicting parties to avoid conflict of interest. And in some cases, like stealing of water buffalo or physical injury or killing, monetary settlement. ATAs are also famous plans performed after the end of the conflict, which is a way to express victory, peace, and happiness. However, if the two parties would not come into peaceful agreement, another dance ritual is performed, which is an expression of injustice and hatred. However, as mentioned by the participants, the Christian missionaries have succeeded in their teachings not to engage in any form of killing. Next please. For the inter-ethnic conflict, violation against the migrant settlers, the common conflict like not paying of debts, damage to property, gossip, adultery, and many others, they find the complaint to the peace and order committee of the village, which is under the rule of the Philippine local government. For that conflict, they usually arrive at amicable settlement at the local government level, and for killing, they go to district court if case was built according to the existing laws imposed by the government. Next slide. For the research question number 3, the impact of peace building strategies. As concerned, the resolution processes are culturally prescribed. The customary practices promote peace building community. So the incorporation of indigenous methods in conflict resolution contributes to peace, security, and harmonious relations among peoples in the region. The inter-ethnic conflict is settled through local government legalism, and they do not see it as conflict with the traditional laws. That means one of the traditional laws and government-imposed laws coexist.
In conclusion, this paper dealt with three research questions. First is what is the purpose of conflict? First is the conflict is part of life, but there are noises and they conflict. Secondly, the peace building strategies are twofold. Firstly, they're using traditional methods when they enter into conflict with indigenous people, another group, or within the tribe to settle conflicts. On the other hand, they also resort to local laws if they deal with the settlers, people of another ethnicity. And thirdly, what is the impact of the peace building strategies? In general, they're able to resolve their conflicts through both traditional method and the local laws, depending on the situation and the different cases. So the recommendation of this paper is that the government should not only use the laws of the land for conflict settlement and conflict thus the indigenous people, but also recognize the pivotal role of traditional customs and practices in conflict resolution. And in conclusion, we can affirm that there is not only one solution for all kinds of conflict, because when indigenous people and settler cultures clash, then there should be different approaches in settling the conflict with respect to if the indigenous people enter the conflict among themselves. So in that case, they apply traditional methods were applicable and they're able to settle the conflicts. However, we are taking note by saying that we should not romanticize one form over the other as a fixed universal value. Each type of law has its own usefulness, and we also have to give a note of caution as not all traditional practices of punishment and prevention of effective dialogue with the indigenous people, and they have agreed to stop the rent killings. However, as of this right, corporal punishment is still being used. So there will be reference list, please refer. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
One greetings from the Philippines. This is Alma Gonzalez.
Sorry.
And
Yeah, the trick is...
one greetings from the Philippines. This is Alma Gonzalez.
Sorry. Dr. Ray, thank you very much for the fine work that you're doing. And I have a couple questions that come to my mind, especially with the issues of immigration and using laws of a certain people group in a different land. But first, I'll let some of the participants here in the ask any questions if they have questions. Are there any questions for Dr. Todd? Okay, just a second. I'll be there.
Reverend, I look at your research. One of the questions that bothers me is the word punishment. It looks very harsh, right? So I think we should have a way of defining it. It's the same thing. So when you say punishment, it looks very bizarre.
Strange.
Strange.
So the question is, does the problem to us look strange?
Yeah.
And what do you do with that?
I think maybe it's acceptable to look at it. But when you are having a research,
Right.
our communication should be a little bit for the global audience. Because when you use punishment, it's like you go to the court and you do something and then you are punished. So I'm still thinking myself, but I can look for a word that we can use to stop it. Because when you say punishment, it looks as if negative.
A reinforcement. All right. Dr. Tai, so maybe any response that you would have maybe to this idea of, punishment or this harsh language looks different in different contexts. How did you see that come out in your research?
Yeah, that's true. A punishment is different in different contexts. However, there is room for dialogue. For instance, the indigenous people that we are studying uses a whole range of conflict resolution, from dialogue to cooling off, up to the extreme, which will be intertribal war, which will be unending. However, they were able to stop the intertribal war with the intervention of the local settlers. So you have a dialogue between the settlers and the indigenous people. The settlers were saying that when something bad happens to your tribe, it does not mean it is your duty to kill another, which was their belief. You have to kill another life so that the sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so that the curse they think will end. You have to take another life. But with the dialogue with the settlers, they stop the intertribal war. That's one, which is from the point of view of all sides, it settled physical killings. However, right now they still have corporal punishment when it's like the Old Testament for the Jews and the Christians and the Muslims, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. So if you steal something, they will do harm to you, which is equivalent in their thinking. of the harm that you have done. For instance, stealing a water buffalo. And it might take a tribal war of killing, but then it depends on how the two sides agree on. Uh, when they decide that they can settle the conflict, they enter into peace dance. When they are not happy with the settlement of the conflict as proposed, they do a war dance in front of their enemy, which signifies the continuation of the armed conflict. Truly, it's true that different cultures have different ideas of punishment, but there's room for change and dialogue leading to change.
Great. And I think that has a lot of application also I see in some context in Europe where a lot of immigrants are going and different conflicts there within the new arrival, new cultures and new religions and those tensions. So, great. Well, thank you, Dr. Ray. We appreciate it very much, and we look forward to having you and your students next year present also.
Most definitely. Thank you so much, Dr. Jeff.
You're welcome. All right, Nai, are you on the line?
Nai is, I hope her line is okay.
Great. Video, Nai. And then you can do
Yes.
question answer. Great.
I think Nai prefers the video. She has a very unstable connection for her presentation.
To introduce myself, my name is I'm a designer and a student at Higher University and teaching discipline department. And I'm currently so my title between farmers and hospitals design. And the overview of this theme are as follows: stating the problem, purpose of study, research questions, definition of plants, use the data, to let the audience clear in whatever terms of this, framework, introduction of design, methodology, findings, simplification, and the references that are incorporated. To begin with the statement of the problem, the researcher has been drawn with numerous research papers that have been conducted in the land and problem between farmers, pastors, and designer. That despite these research papers have been published and conducted by different scholars, that the problem has proven to escalate, or rather has proven to be persistent, not only in design. It's the lack of design isn't a new problem, she says so. It's not finding previous problem from present, but has been there for years. So this is the fact that just three development problems that the researcher has found to be the consistency of or the problems that are linked to the persistence of this problem. So one is absence of clear line boundary, which is there is lack of clear line boundary between farmers and pastoralists. So this practice carried out by the pastoralists in livestock, which is in a traditional way. Most design engaged in their livestock keeping through a mobile food place.